Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. I am the Captain Joey Savage alongside my co-host
Corey DLG. Nico DLG.
Yes, he's in this one.
Alright.
We're in the middle of the weekly top 3. You're listening to us on Conos FM 104.5, 106.1.
See the station.
Worldwide at irlonestar.com.
True.
Facebook.com/NerdThugRadio, NerdThugRadio.com. Twitter is at NerdThugRadio, at Corey DLG. Anywhere there's a dating site available to you.
True.
Instagram is Joey.Savage15.
True.
Just come find us. Just, you know what, just go to Google, type Nerd Thug Radio. You'll find us everywhere.
Just don't click on any of the court documents
don't
attached to it.
click on those. For Corey DLG's sake. Also, within a couple weeks here, towards the end of the month, we are going to make a trip to Louisiana.
Yeah.
To Shreveport for Louisiana Comic-Con.
Whoop whoop.
I'm so excited.
I feel like we should 2.0 it. Like
this is Louisiana Comic-Con 2.0 for us.
Right.
So all of our Texas friends and fans and family,
come with us. We're going to Shreveport.
Let's go to Shreveport, man. There's tons of stuff to do there for fun.
Dude, there is.
Shreveport's a good place. Way better than Lafayette.
Is that true?
There's casinos in Shreveport.
I mean, we could have gambled in Lafayette.
Somewhere.
I mean, we had a revolver. We could have gambled.
We did gamble.
We did.
But yeah, come with us. Go to our website under events. There is the poster for Louisiana Comic-Con. There's a link that takes you to buy tickets. They're relatively cheap. So you should come. There's all kinds of...
Relative to what?
Well, relative to Comic Palooza.
Right, but to be fair, Lafayette was a lot of fun. It was a great value.
Yeah, you're going to get a great value. Plus, Jason Mewes is going to be there. Karen Ashley is a Power Ranger. She'll be there. Seth Gilliam is going to be there for a day. He plays on The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Tons of vendors, tons of celebrities. So you'll get your money's worth.
Bring your wallets, have a blast.
Here we go. All right, so back to the weekly top 3.
Yes.
We're doing our top 3 favorite non-spandex superhero comics. So, Corey DLG.
So I'm starting to realize that I'm old now.
You're number 2.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize I'm a little old now because this thing's actually been out and completed for a long time now.
Okay.
It's called Y: The Last Man.
Yes, that's a good one.
I think I've talked about it before on the show. If you're looking for something just totally different,
that's a good one.
It is. It's the story of Yorick Brown, who is literally the last man on Earth. There's some sort of plague viral event, and all the men basically spontaneously die. And it's just a world full of women and Yorick Brown.
And this guy.
And so it tells the story from there. It's kind of interesting. He's an escape artist. He wants to be he's an aspiring one day stage performer, magician, and he's young 20s. It's a coming of age tale. But his girlfriend was studying abroad in Australia. They're literally on the phone when the event happens, and all the power goes out, and people are dying. And so he goes on a quest to get to his girlfriend, and basically the story just kind of goes crazy from there.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean it's an insane apocalyptic story. It's very cool.
Really good.
Very cool.
Really good book.
The whole story's out, though. It's all completed. Check out some omnibuses and things like that. It's written by Brian K. Vaughan. And, the art's awesome on it. You're going to really enjoy it, and you're just going to kind of see some very interesting stuff.
Brian K. Vaughan is a great writer.
And he never disappoints. And this is actually one of his earlier works. This is kind of the thing that kind of broke him into the world.
We might see him later on the top 3.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, isn't it crazy,
That's called foreshadowing.
How old we are to know that Y: The Last Man is done with, complete, out there?
It's a complete, not only is it complete, it's been complete for so long that there are definitely comic book readers who have no idea what I'm talking about now. But
it's one of the top 5 greatest indie comics of all time, I think, stories.
Oh, probably, yeah, for sure. And most interesting, at one point, this is how old it is now, they were going to make a movie with Shia LaBeouf as the lead of Yorick Brown.
So speaking of Shia LaBeouf, he has a new movie out.
Does he?
I
heard
this.
It
just debuted in one theater in England and made $6.
$7.50, one person bought ticket.
It was Shia LaBeouf, probably.
Nice.
He was probably the only person.
It's kind of a weird movie, though, to his credit.
I was gonna. I clicked on the link to read it, but it took forever to load up, and I got.
Yeah, it's a story of an American soldier who comes back and deals with PTSD and blah blah blah. And so it's not really a story that the British
would be into.
Right. And so it's British. Here in America, it made about 400,000 on limited release.
Right.
Also, when they released it in Britain, I'm defending Shia LaBeouf, and I don't know why, but I just feel bad when you read that story. You're just
he's great.
You feel bad for the guy. Also, when they released it, it was also same-day digital release, so you could watch it from the comfort of your home for roughly the same price.
Instead of going to one theater.
Right, you had to find the one theater in all of Britain.
In all of England that sold it, that had it.
Right.
Tough sell, kid.
Yeah,
Tough
Yeah,
sell.
that was, I don't know, like, he tries to be cool.
He tries to be very indie and edgy, and it's almost to the point now where it's not
It's
funny
just
anymore.
not panning out anymore.
Well, it's
I
not.
feel really bad for him now. Like it's all turned against him, and like
Yeah.
I get that he's a child actor, so like there's got to be
Holes.
yeah. Well, I mean
Even
Disney-
Stevens.
Yeah, even Stevens. So like
That was
there's
clever.
got to be no bottom to like he's got to deal with some weird. There's got to be some issues there, and so like trying to deal with them.
He's trying to stay in the spotlight.
I don't think that's what it is. I think he just
No, he's trying to stay in the spotlight.
I don't think so. I think he just doesn't know how to turn it off.
I think he's trying to stay in the spotlight. Why else would you do those things where you just film yourself and let people say whatever you want to them or throw stuff on you? You go and you rent out a whole theater to watch your own videos all day.
Because it's art. Like he's
He's
pushing
trying
the
to
art.
he's trying to push his art to stay in the
But he's not
mainstream.
because like okay for that one project where he filmed himself, like if he was trying to stay mainstream, he would have found a bigger venue to take it to. Instead, he just kind of live streamed it.
Right, because that's the new edgy cool thing to do.
That's what all the cool kids
That's what all the
doing.
cool
I
kids
don't know.
doing, man.
I think he just doesn't know how to shut it down.
I think you've become a huge Shia LaBeouf homer.
no,
Shia
I'm not
LaBeouf
even.
fan.
In
I'm
the
not even.
the last 2 weeks, Corey has professed his love as a brony and professed his secret undying love for Shia LaBeouf.
I hate this
Shia
show.
LaBeouf.
Like I want all this show so bad. I hate this.
All right, weekly top three.
All right.
My number two, The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Walking Dead's big.
I kind of just been tiptoeing around it.
It's
I enjoy it,
so
but I don't
good.
want to put it on a list.
I had to. It's one of the few comics that it's the only comic that my wife reads, and that we've read together. It's kind of what brought her more into the nerd universe because she always liked scary movies. She likes zombies, all that
right,
stuff.
right.
So I've told this story maybe 3 dozen times on the show. I was trying to find something for her to bond with me over in the nerd culture, and it started with Walking Dead. And it's
Boom.
just grown since then. But it's a great. I mean, it's black and white.
Yeah, it's very simple, but it's very good.
Very simple, very good, and everyone's seen the show, so you know how it turns out. I won't get too excited and too in depth on it. But The Walking Dead. If you like the show, read the comic book. I like the comic book better than I like the show.
Yeah, it's one of those. The book is better.
The book, as good as the show is, don't get me wrong, the show is super good. I still like the comic book better. Still like it better.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
All right, so Nico, you're number one.
My number one, I have not been shy when singing the praises of this series. Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, and you know what? As I was
It's my
doing my research for this segment, I came across Scott Pilgrim. I said, "Nah, Nico's gonna say that one."
I love that series.
Which one? The second book's your favorite?
I mean, I just really like all of them.
I mean, you've got to pick one. You got to pick one of the books to be your favorite. What do you go with? Throw them on the spot.
One of my favorites. 6. Last
6.
One.
Okay. That's a
felt-
would
it
you
was-
rather.
Yeah.
Esque.
Okay. All right.
The movie's pretty good too.
Oh, the movie's great. The game's great. The books are great. I love them all. Everything
alright.
is good. I've read it like 4 times.
Do you go home and fantasize about being Scott Pilgrim?
Sometimes.
Are you looking for your Ramona flowers?
Yeah.
Nah, the kid.
Man, who doesn't like Ramona Flowers
Yeah,
though?
she's-
Kate Winchester, right? Was that
No.
the woman who played her?
It's like mate, look it up. While he's
I
going.
got it.
I
It's
don't think it was her.
Winchester. It's Winchester. I know that. I know the last
I
name
think
is
you were
Winchester.
I think you were thinking Kate Winslet at one point.
I don't know. I know it's Winchester. I know that. I don't know the
She's like
last name.
that indie hot.
Yeah, she is. She's like that punk rock.
Yeah. Super hot. All right, so Corey,
So my number one here.
number one, go.
All right. So I got a couple honorable mentions I want to run through here.
Let's do it.
If you're looking at the
Winstead.
Winstead.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Okay.
Winstead. Okay.
Similar, not congruent.
Yeah. All right. So if you're looking for just some interesting indie books, these are ones that are absolutely worth. Sixth Gun.
It's a good one.
It's a western that combines elements of magic, very kind of Western Hellboy sort of. Another one is Fables.
Fables is a good one. I thought that was going to be your number one.
No. My number one though it's called Ex Machina.
Yeah, Ex Machina.
Ex Machina. It's a indie book. It's by Brian K. Vaughan again.
Yep. See, I told you he would show back up.
That's true.
He's coming back, boys.
This one, it's sort of a cheat because in the very beginning, what happens is there was an explosion. This guy's in the Coast Guard, and the explosion results in him being able to speak to machines
It's pretty cool.
and understand machines. And
Pretty
so
sweet.
the first thing he does is he tries to become a superhero. It doesn't go well for him. The FBI is chasing him down. The CIA wants to talk to him. However, he does stop the second plane on 9/11.
Cool. Very cool.
He makes the plane land itself. The FBI runs up on him. He unmasks. He retires from superheroing. He realizes he's making a jerk of himself. But he then runs for mayor of New York. And he wins. And the book is about him being mayor of New York. And it's a really interesting book. It's a really cool book. They do some very interesting stuff. It's local politics, but it's also this big mystery is building up because he runs into a guy who can speak to animals, who's like his opposite. Like some really kind of interesting stuff
good
going on.
stuff.
It's a fun book. It's called Machina, which means the machine.
The Machine.
All right, what's your number one?
So honorable mentions. Preacher is a great comic.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't put it on my top 3 because I haven't read enough of it as I have the other ones I put on there.
Okay.
If you want to stick into the DC universe,
Yeah.
Jonah Hex is not a bad choice.
Also in DC Universe, Checkmate.
Checkmate. Yeah, Jonah Hex is a superhero who's not a superhero. Doesn't wear spandex and stuff.
Right. He's an old gunslinger from the West.
I really wanted to find a way to put The Boys on here, but
So The Boys is number 1.
Yeah,
no. Well, because I mean, even though The Boys are not superheroes, everything else in this entire world is superheroes.
Right. Yeah.
So I felt like it'd be cheating.
Yeah.
No, but you said it here a few minutes ago. Saga is my favorite.
There you go.
Non-superhero tale.
Yeah, I do love Saga as well. It's a very interesting book. It's very
Very interesting,
crazy.
very trippy. I knew it was good when I was reading. I want to say like episode issue 7 or 8, and I opened the screen and it's like 2 human bodies with computer heads, and my wife's like, "What are they doing?" I was like, "Yeah, this book is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
You got to read this."
It's very interesting. Like the hierarchy, the people in charge of the whole
Right.
universe are like TV-headed people. There's all sorts of cool stuff. There's a bounty hunter with a cat who calls you on your lies.
Yeah, which is sweet.
And it's mandatory. Like the cat won't let you lie. There's all kinds of stuff. It's a really interesting book. The focus of it is there's a war going on with these 2 different races, and these 2 soldiers meet on the battlefield and immediately fall in love.
Who wrote this story?
Brian K. Vaughan.
Boom! There he is again. 3 times on the top 3 of this.
We should have done Brian K. Vaughan.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Yeah, shout out.
Do that next time. Another honorable mention, if you like the movie Fight Club, it was on my top 3 last week. Fight Club 2 is a comic.
And Chuck Palahniuk actually says that he always intended Fight Club to be a comic
and
book.
it's interesting. It's you really need to think when you read this one, but it's good.
Who likes to do that?
Not Nico.
Nope, not at all.
Let's jump out to a break. Thank you for listening to the weekly top 3.
Oh,
We're gonna come back to the ever so infamous Nico segment.
stay tuned.
I say I'm too late.